All right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Restream replay. I've been following the chat. It's getting litty. It's Friday night, and I appreciate you here with me. Welcome to the Restream replay. For those who are new here, well, let me tell you about me. My name is Garrin Bulani. I'm a content creator here on LinkedIn. I'm a professional live streamer. I certify myself as being professional. I mean, I don't even know what professional means anymore. However, we're out here. This is Deskrig, baby, brought to you by Deskrig, looking for individuals who are wanting to increase their professionalism online. This is what we do. What's up, y'all? I wanted to do this replay because I had a phenomenal time with Don Terrell. If you know Don Terrell, you understand his quality, what he's bringing as far as live streaming, as far as information. And you know, I had a time to sit back with him. What was it? Thursday or something like that, and it was really good. And I brought in a unique. I thought it was a mistake when it came to my recording and my streaming, but it actually ended up being a very unique situation that I'm going to actually continue to do. So what you're going to see on this replay with Don Terrell, this is never seen before footage. If you're with us live, you understand that I value quality, high quality content. And anybody that comes into GB3 Studios, listen, welcome to GB3 Studios. You come in here, I'm going to provide you the best possible position to be successful. And I want anybody who comes into my studio on live streams to be looking so nice. You look at them twice, 1080p, Deskrig dance cam. You already know what we do. So I'm following the chat. Man, we popping. What's going on, everybody? What is going on? You already know we got Juno in the house. She's chilling. We went for a quick walk. So this is only about a half-hour interview, and it was great because we kind of dive into a little bit about the repurposing content and how powerful it can be. And I'm working on a case study this month. If you've been following my page, we have 2 volumes out for case studies. Go check it out if you want to learn a little bit more and follow around. Jamal, what it do, baby? Long time no talk. Welcome to the Restream replay. If you're tuning in, sit back, relax, find a spot, grab a drink. It's Friday. I got my drink. You already know. Your boy drinking bubbly. Strawberry today. But we'll be behind scenes chilling when we're going on that. So this is about a half-hour stream. I want to keep it going. You already know how we do. It's the Deskrig Dance Cam. I need you, if y'all sitting, I know, Chris, you in your studio, you got you. I don't want to do this on my own. So I need y'all to stand up with me. Let's have some fun.
We're here in downtown Lafayette where everyone's excited about the new dance that's sweeping the nation.
You don't know this song?
It's called the Cupid Shuffle.
You've been living under a rock. Come on. Come on now.
Welcome to the stage, your friend and mine.
Deskrig Dance Cam. Dance with me now. Hey, you already know how we do it. The Deskrig Dance Cam. Let's get this thing popping. Education, entertainment. Let's see who's in GB3 Studios tonight. Come on now. Hey, what's up? Charlene in the house. Welcome to the Deskrig Dance Cam. Hey, who we got today? Hold up. Okay. Woo. Hey. Say what you doing, trying to do somebody cold. Let's get it. The Deskrig Dance Cam, baby. We talking about content creation, repurposing, how you can build your personal brand through live streaming, baby. Come on now. Who else we got on the dance floor? Are you dancing with me, everybody? Hey, come on. Hey. You know this dance. Here we go. Hey. Go get it. Go get it. Hey, here we go. Oh, go get him, stupid. It's the Deskrig Dance Cam, baby. We about to have some fun tonight. It's Friday night. Y'all already know the sin bin's open. Hey. Come on. I hope I'm not dancing by myself. Come on, get up out of your seats. It's the Deskrig Dance Cam. All right, y'all. All right, Sid, show how it's done, baby. Come on. Come on, up at the Deskrig Dance Cam. Hey. Come on now. Y'all already know how we do. Let's see it in the chat. Where y'all tuning in from, baby? Ain't nobody do it like GB3 up in GB3 Studios, I promise you. Micro Studio. Scan it, baby. Come on now. You don't know what a micro studio is. You sure don't know what a micro studio is, baby. Come on. Who else we got here, baby? Hey. Come on. You already know I'm going to repurpose this and put it on TikTok, baby. Sherry, welcome to the Deskrig Dance Cam. LinkedIn user, identify yourself. That better not be the LinkedIn police. Who let them in? Hey. Now kick. No, I feel like I'm on a cruise ship right now, baby. Deskrig dance camp. Come on now. Get by yourself to the right, to the right, to the right, the right, the right. Don't get it. To the left, to the left, the left, the left. Come on, Juno, you want another? Kick down, walk it by yourself. Walk it by yourself and do the Cupid shuffle. Now let me see you do the Cupid shuffle. Welcome, Juno, to the Deskrig dance camp. She's ready to sleep, though. On the track, got another getting deep. Come on, dance with us. We got the Deskrig dance camp. Hey, 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 the Deskrig dance camp, baby. Here we go. There's only one person to wait for on this. Come on, show him some love, baby. Here we go. Hey, hey, squirrel, baby. OG Deskrig dance camp, baby. Hey, dang, let's get it. Woo, that was fire. That was fire. It's hot up in here. All right, yo, hold up. Oh, Young Money. Hold up. Bedrock Young Money. That's an oldie but a goodie. So, let's see it in the chat. Who's your favorite person on the Deskrig dance cam? It can't be me. It's got to be somebody, because the winner of that Deskrig dance cam will move on to another Deskrig dance cam championship. However, before we get into this, you already know this episode's sponsored by, ooh, bubbly, surprisingly refreshing, magically delicious, and it's just bubbly water. You already know. What you're looking at right now is a Deskrig. If you want one of these things, holla at your boy. I'll hook you up. So, how we doing? How we doing? It's Friday night and things are popping. Don Terrell, it was wonderful having you on the show. I appreciate it. You're a phenomenal individual, and I love that you're pushing the limits to video and showing up virtually professional. For that reason, you get to be on the GB3 show. This is the Restream. The Restream replay. You stream, I stream. We all stream for Restream. If you want to learn how to live stream, the best way to do it is hop on a Restream key account. If you want trainings or any sort of information, holla at your boy. Let's get into this. Come on now. Done with the infomercials. Let's get some info in this half-hour-long stream. I'll be monitoring the chats. Enjoy the show. Mr. Don, how's it going, man? How are you doing today?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good. How's it going, man? Man, you got
Wonderful.
the music. You got the music rocking. I'm trying to get my music game up like that, man.
Hey, I see. Listen, if there's one, I can't get the frames properly. But listen, you want me to be DJ for your show? I got you. Listen, that's it. That's one thing I've been really focusing on this year is audio and virtual cables, and really understanding that because music brings a different dynamic when it comes to presentations and live shows. And listen, Don, I've seen you a lot, watched a lot of your shows. We chopped it up a couple months ago with Gabe. I was a little bit in a different state there. I think it was a Saturday night, so I was just, I like to have fun in the studio and stuff like that. So it was a little different. This is a little bit more business professionally. I mean, this is how I show up in the daytime. So it's an absolute pleasure to have you here. Welcome, welcome. Listen, let the people know a little bit about you. Talk to me, baby.
Oh man, well, everybody knows me, Don Terrell. My business, DG Graphics. I'm like you, man, a content creator, live streamer. I love motion graphics, video animation, creative digital design. Like you said, I host my own live stream show called The Color of Motion every Saturday afternoon, 3 p.m. Central Time. But I'm just a content creator at heart, and I love creating content, whether it's through motion graphics, whether it's through animation, whether it's through VFX, visual effects, cartoons, comics, painting, drawing. I just love content creating.
I love that. I love it. And it's interesting too, because even a little bit about my background. I mean, I love content creation, everything like that. I focus all of my content on LinkedIn. I feel a lot of people on LinkedIn stray away because it's an extremely hard platform it's not a typical platform where you go viral on and get all the likes and the engagements. But I genuinely feel a place like LinkedIn needs individuals like us who are able to come onto the platform, demonstrate their talents, because in the last 2 years, this has been a really interesting dynamic as far as content creation and especially live streaming. And yourself, you've been absolutely rocking it. You're significantly ahead of the curve, and I'm excited for individuals like yourself who are going above and beyond in the next 2, 3, 5, 10 years even. When we talk about content and being able to have stuff in the vault.
Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe let's take, animation and motion graphics and everything like that. Has that been something you've been always passionate about? I know you love the superheroes and all that kind of fun stuff. And in all reality, what I like about your stream and your platform is you have a really dynamic, even your backdrop, different colors, and just really creating an engaging picture. Because I get a lot of questions on, hey, what's the best equipment to use? What do we need to use? And in all reality, a lot of people undervalue the power of light and what light can really do for even the basics of cameras to really get the best out of that. So, what brought you into the motion graphics? Was this kind of a hobby and then you switched into something full time, or what was that about?
Well, I always loved cartoons and comic strips. Like I said, I originally wanted to be a comic strip artist when I was growing up. And like I said, I ended up going to school for traditional graphic design, visual communication. But then when computers started to become more prevalent in digital design, I found it was just a great match. And I came across animation and motion graphics. I found it was just a great match for what I love to do, which was creating graphics and animation and most, cartoons. So when Toy Story came out, and like I said, I started seeing a lot of the motion graphics, I was like, okay, this is just a great pairing in what I like to do, which is graphics, still graphics, but also having them move.
Wonderful. I love that. And that's the thing. I mean, we talk about that. I love the concept of automation or animation, because there's still photos, but there's an interesting dynamic. I can even in both of our backdrops, there's a very slight motion that just kind of, a little bit, it's like I said, it takes a separation from a lot of other individuals, and it's really a technique. I try to do motion graphics to a small degree, but that's not my expertise. So it's amazing to have individuals like yourself who really specialize in that stuff, because it definitely makes jobs like mine a lot easier, and it definitely makes production and shows and even virtual presentations a lot more entertaining for the individuals. So I mean, for you, Don, is this kind of like your main motion graphics? Or maybe talk about your services, because I know I have a lot of people on my platform who want to go into live streaming and maybe who don't want to spend so much time with animation, because that takes some time, and it takes skills, and it takes ability. So is that kind of your main thing? Or maybe talk about, if there's anybody watching on my platform, if you need the Teflon Don services, what can you do for us, Don?
Well, that's my jam. Motion graphics, video animation, creative digital design, live stream. So whether it's overlays, animations, graphics, that's kind of my jam.
I love that. And it's I mean, amazing. I'm gonna have to get some animations with you and everything like that. And even with me, it's I love teaching people about live streaming. So maybe let's talk about with you, because you do a consistent live show. I know you have a cup of coffee foundation just to help content creators, and I love that. I'm gonna definitely be contributing to that, because there's one thing that I need to vouch for all content creators out there, is there's this expectation that absolutely everything is free. But I think a lot of people don't understand, the time and the preparation that goes into developing content and high quality streams. Even for myself, I take these streams extremely serious. So last night, I'm sitting here, I'm configuring my stream deck, I'm getting the hot buttons all properly, so it's a couple flicks of the switch and everything. I'm getting the background. So, and this is the first time where I've had another guest on to the show, and I really want to highlight individuals. So I mean, even when you came in, like, everybody watching that 1080p stream, baby. There ain't nothing better than Deskrig TV than watching it on 1080p. I'm telling you, we're doing it different over here at Deskrig.
But you made a great point, which is why I love live streaming. Is you just roll with it's live, so things happen, and you just have to roll with it, and that's what it's kind of taught me. The things come up, learning how to roll with what happens and what doesn't happen and things not working or audio not, you can prepare all you want through the week and just things seem to happen,
I love that. And I think what really creates a dynamic live streamer is somebody who's able to adjust quickly on the move, right? Oh, the audio is not working properly. And then, being able to really swiftly identify what the issues are and then go on to the fly. And it's for anybody out there who's thinking about going live streaming, who is maybe worried about that. Listen, it happens, things happen, and we think because we're going live that we're all sitting there, we're going to judge, oh man, this guy's audio sucks, oh man, whatever, right? When in all reality, it's we need the audience's help to be like, hey, I can't remember the amount of times that I've been told in my chat, like, hey G, you're on mute, and I was going off on I'm telling you, man, there was some gold that I've been spitting that will never ever be out there because I don't know how to hit the dang mute button properly. So I love that.
Things happen. Like just on my last week's show, the guests dropped out because they were having issues, so they fell out of the broadcast. So I had to quickly go to my solo screen and kind of buy time till they logged back in. And so, like I said, things just, it's just the nature of live. It's just the nature of live.
And you grow, and that's the thing is what's really crazy about the community and everything. I was watching a show where you have a Facebook group that really helps individuals who want to, more engagement, learn a little bit more, and just really get inside tips and everything like that. So maybe talk to the group and everybody about your YouTube, your Facebook channels and everything like that. So anybody who's watching and who wants to, be somebody who's in a very elite position. Don is in a very, I would say I'd put you in a 1% category of live streamers and individuals who are really going out there above and beyond. So for anybody who's out there watching in the crowd and you want to learn more, this is the individual. So maybe let's talk about, your channels and where they can find you, Don, just because, listen, you can't always come to Garrin. We want to see Don sometimes, right?
I appreciate that, Garrin. And definitely, like I said, I am constantly growing and learning myself, as well as anybody. There's so many great content creators, not just on LinkedIn, but just so many other platforms like YouTube, Instagram, and so many other places. But I would definitely love people to check out my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Don Terrell. Check out the show, subscribe, get engaged, because I definitely like hearing from people because it makes me better. Also active, like on LinkedIn is kind of my main jam platform that, I really love connecting with people on.
There we go. Shout out LinkedIn.
Yeah, shout out to LinkedIn. Definitely be a part of the Facebook group, facebookgroups.com/groups/The Color of Motion. The group is growing. We're having a lot of engagement, a lot of fun, sharing a lot of industry news, and just really connecting with people.
I love that, and it's interesting. So I mean, for yourself, and I've seen your Deskrig. I call them all Deskrigs in the micro studio and stuff like that. So you're an individual who has a multiple camera angles, and I have always valued having like a dual camera, a different dynamic, because it really, when you talk about content creation, and even for myself, I'm sick when it comes to cameras. I can't get enough cameras. You see stuff like that. So it's like, it shows a different dynamic, and it doesn't always have to be, the mirrorless camera. Like, look at that. And you talk about a live streamer and somebody who really wants help. And I love this, man. Like, this setup's crazy. I see you got the focus right and everything like that. And it's, man, this is a phenomenal setup. And I love that. So maybe because you have your gear up there, a lot of people ask me, hey, G, like, what's the first thing I need to do? I only have a webcam. What are the steps? So, I mean, maybe walk us through your journey as far as becoming a live streamer, because I don't imagine you just went out and purchased all that stuff at once. I imagine it was kind of a gradual. Yeah, I imagine it was gradual.
And I tell people, if you go back to the first episode of my show, and watch through the episodes, you'll definitely see the progression of where I started from. I was using, and it's funny, because I was doing a live stream show earlier with a partner, or a couple of years ago with a partner of mine on another show called Talking Creative. And like I said, when we started doing it, I was using my computer mic, my computer camera, and he was saying, dude, you got to get a microphone. You got to start stepping up and get stuff. So it was definitely a gradual process for me getting my mic getting a camera. Like I said, these cameras right here, these other two views, they're webcams. They're not
Perfect.
a DSLR. My main camera is a Canon A6000, but these right here are just webcams. Logitech webcams that give really good quality and everything. So
it's amazing.
It doesn't take a lot.
Yeah, but I want to mention like those cameras, Don. If you can go back to one of your webcams there too, and I really want to highlight this because it's I'm looking at my screen right now, and it's sometimes, especially individuals who are watching on LinkedIn, unfortunately, the LinkedIn platform squishes everything down to 720p. But, when you go to the YouTube page, you're going to be able to see that 1080p, what we talk about. But I'm looking at my monitor right now, and another dynamic when you're actually watching is having like a 4K monitor that can really do that. So sometimes it's like, I watch my stream sometimes. I'm like, man, I wish people could see what I'm looking at on my monitor because it's very different. But you look at that, and just for being a basic webcam, it's a phenomenal picture as far as a secondary camera, I would say. For somebody, a main camera and everything like that, I'm always going to be talking about, a mirrorless camera, DSLR, and all that kind of fun stuff. However, for individuals who are just getting started, if you're starting with a microphone and just a webcam, the thing is you really want to find out if you enjoy it. And you want to do this, right? This is what happens. A lot of people like the idea of podcasting and live streaming, and they realize it's very difficult, and it takes a certain type of skill to be able to, for someone like yourself, if a guest falls off, just be able to banter and really talk about that kind of stuff. And sometimes it takes a little difference. So being able to identify that. However, when you're in a position, I work with sales reps, sales leaders who are on Zoom calls, putting together Zoom presentations, sales reps. That's when I talk to people and be like, listen, man, your commission check, I know what your job is. I know what your commission checks are. And the fact you're showing up in a webcam and no microphone, it's like, we need to really reevaluate in the structure of showing up in the video virtually professional. So there's nothing wrong with gradually doing things, but for myself, one thing that was frustrating is because I knew what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to go in this, and there was no turning back. So, but I didn't know what equipment to use, and this is 2 years ago, right? So and it's not unfortunate because I look at that as almost like an MBA or a case study where I spent significant amount of money on different products to learn about them. Rather than just watching YouTube, I could actually use it and feel it and understand it. And I realized there's a lot of equipment that are good for short-term uses, but in the longevity of things, it's it's going to become obsolete as you grow and everything like that. And I mean, this is what we do in Deskrig TV, and obviously a shameless plug because hey, it's my TV show. I can do what I want. You know what I mean?
Do what you want, baby. Do what you want.
Now.
It's yours, man.
Definitely. I mean, the thing is just if anybody who's looking to be interested, and I feel a lot of people when they see my studio and they see my setup, they get intimidated because they feel, oh, I can't get that or I can't attain that. But I want everybody to understand at Deskrig, when we do consultations and when we do, we put your budget in mind. We understand what you want. We want to know what your objectives are, right? If you want to be the professional live streamer and you want to be Garrin Bulani, it's like, damn, you need to have a Garrin Bulani setup. However, if you just want to be an individual who can show up on the podcast and be confident with how they look, there's different sizes and different desk rigs that we can get you all set up. So I encourage anybody who's watching this who maybe not know the place to go and they don't want to spend hours and hours on YouTube finding the proper equipment, you sit down with myself and our team, and it's a 1-hour consultation where we can talk you through that, and we get you a deliverable of a complete list of exactly what you're going to need to become Deskrig certified, and then you can take that with you as you want, the gradual steps, right? And we'll be with you every single step of the way, or you can buy everything at that time, knowing that you're purchasing the right equipment and you're not wasting anything. So there's my shameless self-plug on the show, man. There we go.
Hey, I am not mad at you. And to your point a minute ago before that is for those that, like I said, are just starting out and they're not sure whether they, would like it or enjoy doing live streaming, you don't even have to get a webcam. You have a phone that most phones are 4K. You can start out there just live streaming just to see, like I said, whether this is something that you'll enjoy and want to level up. Like I said, when I started using my computer, camera, which is decent quality, but I wasn't sure, like I said, if live streaming was something I was going to really enjoy, really like doing. And as I found out, I did enjoy it. I did enjoy doing the show and everything. That's where I started, learning more, getting better equipment, getting, just leveling up my skill and knowledge in it. And I'm still constantly learning on new things, new ways to do things, new ways to do the show, new ways to do equipment, you know.
Well, that's the joys of technology, right? You know, technology is constantly changing. You know, we even talk about the Restream platform. They just announced that they're actually giving individuals an opportunity to have live streams embedded on their website, which is amazing.
I saw that. Yeah.
It's like, that's crazy, because it's like a website, GarrinBulani.com. It's all of a sudden now you have a personal brand and you have an individual. Not only are you going to all your social media platforms, and the fact, you know, I thank you for allowing me to hack into your network, right? I see that you linked up all of your channels for your streaming, and I love that, because that is a phenomenal way as far as a streamer or just anybody wanting to get exposure. I value that immensely, which is why when I have you on the show, I want to make sure that I'm making you look the best you possibly can, because I do appreciate being able to tap into other people's network, because that really allows growth as individuals. And I've done shows all myself, right? And I understand there's an interest of being able to have guests on and everything like that. So I'm having a lot of fun doing this. So I'm excited to have other individuals on. But I mean, saying with yourself, you know, just starting things out, you're always in motion graphics, or you're always in, you know, the computer world and everything like that. So was there a tipping point for you saying, oh man, like this is it, and then start upgrading? Or what was it about that you said, hey, this is what I need to do, and I find value in this, and therefore I'm going to invest in myself and have better equipment on that?
Yeah, I think like midway through the show I had before this, Talking Creative with my friend and partner Ozil DeBastos, I kind of realized that I loved live streaming, and it was so much fun putting together the show. It was difficult, like you said. It's hard putting the production together, especially when you don't have a team and you're doing it, you know, kind of yourself. But I enjoyed the process. I enjoyed having guests on. I enjoyed meeting people, just the whole thing. I think that's when I really started, you know, realizing, wow, I really love live streaming, and I really love, you know, being able to integrate video, motion graphics, just the whole production and what I love to do.
I love that. I'm with you on the live streaming. I was a university athlete, so there was a concept of like a game day for me when I was a basketball player. Like I would take my game days seriously. I would put up my fresh mids. I get the clothes on the bed. You know, I'd have a routine every single day, and I find that I'm bringing that with me on live stream days. Right? You know, it's very strategic for myself. It gets me put in. I'm in the studio an hour before every show, just enjoying my environment, having music playing, just really taking a load off, because live streaming can be intense, right? And you know, we're in a world like you slip up one time, it's like, oh damn, you got everybody against you, right? So being able to understand that and be really value it, so that's truly amazing. And I mean, we got 10 minutes left on this thing. Man, dang, half hours go by quick. I might have to
I'm telling you, it just goes by. And I tell my guests that, I'm like, it goes by so fast, because I intend my show to be like 45 minutes to an hour, but they just roll by into an hour and a half, 2 hours so quick, you know. And I want to talk about this, because I started building my TikTok page. I get this all the time. I focus on LinkedIn, and Garrin, you need to expand, you need to go out. And I don't think a lot of people know how much content I have in the vault that nobody's seen, right? And you talk of like this, like I did an hour show of mine this week. I took a whole hour, and then it was me bantering. And it took me a while to actually extract it, edit it, put subtitles on it. But I ended up getting 30 TikTok clips out of one live stream. And I pre-scheduled everything. So now I posted this yesterday. I have one TikTok getting post every single hour for the next 30 hours. Wow. Right. So you talk about the power of content creation and being able to do this. So I'm very excited to take a half-hour stream like this, chop it up into little micro content. And then, you know, even if you have an editing team or a marketing team, shifting that off to them and allowing them to build your social media pages for you. Right. Because, and I started to realize this, there's designated people for a TikTok page. I've had people come out to me and they're like, hey, can you build my Instagram page? Can you build my TikTok page for me? I didn't even realize, like, oh man, like you're right. It's, you know, social media pages are so dynamic and they're so different as far as algorithms go, that individuals such as yourself, I want to talk about live streaming on the other side of it. You know, you don't have to be the face of the show. You know, post-production and remote producing is
it's not even booming yet as far as the industry goes. It's just starting right now, and this is what we talk about with Deskrig, putting people in positions where they can be a remote producer and they can take other people's content and make a phenomenal salary or compensation doing that, right?
Yeah.
And it doesn't take much to get really high quality content, right, with that.
No, like I said, it's funny that you mentioned TikTok, because I was just watching a webinar the other day. Another TikToker was talking about, content and how TikTok is, a great place of building following fast and driving people to all your other channels. So I'm like you, I'm realizing that with all these shows and all the videos and stuff that I've been doing, I got a ton of content that I can slice up and just reuse and repurpose on all these other channels. And like I said, that's just, like I said, video content. You're not even talking about, the still quotes that you can pull out of it, and all the other slide decks and things that you can pull out of it and create as well.
And even the audio aspect of it too. And this is what I mean, we talk about, I come from a business background, and how often do we hear about, investing and compound interest? You do it at the start and it just looks like pennies. It doesn't matter. But all of a sudden, year 5, year 10, it's like, boom, boom. And this is the exact same thing with content creation. You're investing in yourself. It's a long-term game. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen, in case you didn't realize this, there's going to be another TikTok in the next 10 years. There's going to be another Facebook in the next 10 years. So you know what you get to do with that whole bank and that whole vault of content that you just produced over the last 5-10 years? Boom, you get to hyper focus it on another platform. And the thing is, like a place like TikTok, it's a volume game, right? You post once a day. There's guys out there and girls out there, of course, that are posting 4, 5, 10 times a day, right? And I have a goal for myself this April to post 10 TikToks a day. So I'm looking at my board right now. I got April 4th, I posted 10. I got April 5th, I posted 30. So I'm ahead of the game, but I just want everybody to understand the dynamic of being able to go live streaming and how important it is. However, if you're wanting to do that, you need to look like a Don. You need to look like a Garrin, because you get the high quality content. There's nothing worse than going to the chopped up content and it's like terrible audio. It wrecks a person's brand, and it's really hard to take people seriously on that just because of the world that we're in, right? So it's very interesting with that.
So true. And it's funny. I tell people, because I do a lot of like Zoom networking calls, with people in groups and stuff, and I'm using, my Ecamm setup and piping it into Zoom, and I've gotten so many people that say, "How are you doing that through Zoom?" I'm not using Zoom to do this.
Yeah, I know. I love Ecamm. I love Ecamm. I wish I had a Mac, because Ecamm makes everything simple. I love OBS, and OBS is really cool. But maybe individuals out there, and listen, I'm watching the chat, and unfortunately, because this is my first, I can't pop up the chat. But listen, we see you in the chat. I mean, we got Sue Ann saying you look great, Don. We got Joseph down in Miami. We got Robert Barry, Cargo Margo, all the loyals, and all. That's my team on LinkedIn, and I appreciate every one of you guys showing out here and sitting with me and Don. And super fun. So, I mean, maybe talk to everybody, if individuals who maybe don't have a PC and they have a MacBook, maybe give them a little bit of understanding of why Ecamm is so dynamic and simple, because I think of I just watch it and I'm like, damn, that is extremely, and I don't even use it, but I know how dynamic it can be.
I mean, I personally loved Ecamm because it's just, like I said, for me, it was so easy to wrap my head around. I got OBS and started trying to play with it, but it was just a little too technical getting things working and, getting stuff to work right and do. And when I found Ecamm, for me, it was like the heavens opened up, and I liken it to like Photoshop and After Effects for live streaming. It's just so easy to drag and drop things over videos, overlays, graphics. For me, I love it. I can't say it. In the community, I learned so much. I have to say, because I'm constantly learning and constantly getting better with, live streaming and Ecamm. The community is just top notch. Anything I want to learn or any question I have about audio, video, cameras, whatever. My camera, I was struggling for the long time when I got my DSLR camera, Canon. I just couldn't. I was watching everybody else's live stream. I was like, man, how did they get their camera so sharp? The image. And I jumped on and was doing a live stream into the group, and I was saying, man, I can't figure out my camera settings. And there was a member of the group, Diana Gladney, who knows everything about everything on camera.
Thank you,
just
Diana.
jumped onto the live stream and was showing me the settings and everything. And it was like, wow, okay. It just opened everything up, and the community, just any problem you have, any question you have, there's somebody in there that's got an answer for it.
Wonderful, awesome. I know Joseph is asking for the link for Ecamm, and Joseph, I'll get that for you. But listen, I only got 2 hands here, and I didn't practice good enough to be able to get you guys out of there. So hey, I'm good, but I'm not that good yet. But listen, continual improvement and getting better on the live. So definitely,
I'm
Joseph,
telling you, it's tough running a live show when you're the only one and you don't have a producer and stuff. Trust me.
I know, and I love it though, because I love showing individuals that it's possible, right?
Yeah,
it's you're able to do it. It takes a lot of work and it takes a lot of training, and that's what I really appreciate you talking about the actual settings on a mirrorless camera, or DSLR camera, because many don't know that. They think it's just kind of a plug and play, and you just spent a good chunk of money on that camera. So let's expedite that. You know what I mean? We can actually put color tones on it and actual getting up to a 4K or 1080p to be able to produce it. And even I love my cameras too. So I use EOS Mark II. I have about 4 of them in here, but I love that because I think it's the best cost-effective camera for live streamers, but also for individuals who maybe just want to, they have family, personal lives where they just want to take video and cameras. Like, that's why I really lean towards a mirrorless camera opposed to a webcam, because you can use it for a lot more things than just like a webcam. But I do have to, the Ecamm community is phenomenal. Like, I know there's the 2 individuals that they do live streaming every single week. I can't think of their names, and I'm sorry, but I know if I close my eyes, I can see their face.
Doc Rock is like top notch. I mean, he's the know-it-all. Doc Rock is the know-it-all. So Doc, if you come across this, hats off to you, because Doc Rock knows everything about everything on everything. So
well, Doc Rock, if you're watching this, please come on the show. I'd love to have you on here and everything like that.
Definitely fun dude too. Definitely, and my Stream Deck definitely was a big one as well. It's not this is not the daddy of it, but it definitely helps when you're doing a show, being able to push buttons to jump around.
I got the same one. And that is, but the thing is, what's crazy, the 24 button one it's cool, but it's just like it's a lot. This one is nice because you can actually create folders within folders. Yeah. So it's like you're still getting the 24 button aspect. So yeah, anytime I talk to people about stream, listen, even like anybody, get a Stream Deck. I don't care if you Mac, Apple, PC, even just work efficiency. I work with clients all the time. It's like, hey, you can program buttons to open up your email and your company website and everything, and just a click of the button, right? Rather than like how often do we see this on a Zoom meeting? It's like, hey, I'm going to share my screen. Okay, can you see it? It's like, no, like, boom, hit a button. There's my screen. Let's get this thing down, kind of thing, right?
I got buttons programmed for all the apps that I use, so I don't even go to my dock anymore. I just press my button on my Stream Deck and open up my app that I want to use. So
I love that. And Don, before I let you go, I got to appreciate your headphones, because there's a lot of people. I like to have the in-ear headphones because it takes away the distraction. This is kind of what I value as like a virtually professional. I have a lot of people who go into business meetings and they have those big gamer headphones, and it's the most distracting thing ever. But I like yours, man. You got like a little gold shimmer on yours. Like, maybe talk to me a little bit about your headphones you got, man. Those things are fly.
Another tip from a Ecamm member in the group, because I was using, like I said, those big over-the-ear headphones, and I was watching another Ecamm live streamer, and actually he got the recommendation for these headphones from Doc Rock, and so he was using them in his live stream. I was like, man, those are some pretty cool headphones, really unobtrusive. You can run the cord behind your back and everything, so you don't see them. And like I said, that's what I love about the Ecamm community, because you learn so much. They tell you different tools and things like that, watching other people's live streams. And these are some, I can't think of the name of it. I have to get it to you so you can throw it in there. But and they're really inexpensive. I think I paid like $35 for them, $40.
Amazing.
But the sound quality is amazing. Unobtrusive, really great, and I love them.
Yeah, I love that. I'm with same thing with my earphones. Like, the thing is, like, audio is like, I just need to kind of hear them. It doesn't have to have like crazy bass and stuff like that. And I'll use them for editing. Actually, I realized when it comes to editing, it's important to actually have headphones and don't just edit from your speakers. I used to edit stuff from my speakers, and then I'd watch it on my headphones, and I'm pretty sure I lost a couple decibels in my ears because I didn't know what I was doing, kind of thing, right? So Well, listen, I'm sad because the time is up. I feel like, Don, I could talk to you all the time. I would love to do this with you again. I'd love to have you on the show with Deskrig TV. It's been absolutely phenomenal.
Definitely,
Thank you so much for joining on here.
No, man, I appreciate you having me. Like I said, I just wanted to. I wish we could just have a jam session like we did the other night with Gabe and everybody, because I like that kind of free flowing just conversation. And I appreciate you having me on there, Garrin.
Well, definitely.
And appreciate your friendship, man.
Oh, of course, always. And this is the thing with the community. And like, I mean, I know Ecamm. I know I'm a PC guy, but listen, hey, if I had a Mac, I get one. You know what I mean? That's gonna be my next purchase. So I'll be on Ecamm pretty shortly here. And I know Gabe is gonna be watching this because I don't like every stream I go on. Gabe is in there. So
Gabe is all over the place, man.
Oh man, dude! Like, let's do a little party rock session. I'm happy to come on, and even for yourself, Don. You know, if you need somebody to come on a guest and just fill some time. If anybody's been watching my content, they know how much I love to hog the mic. So not a problem at all.
We definitely got to have a party session, man, because like I said, that was fun, and I just love the energy, man. And I love the energy that you bring and the knowledge that you bring, Garrin. Learning so much from just you as well.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right, let's see how I got my producing show. Let's see how I can get you on the edit out here. Let's see. All right, I got the hot buttons here. Let's see. All right, thank you so much, Don. We'll get out of here. And ladies and gentlemen, a little switch up. This is Deskrig TV, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Garrin Bulani. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you do have any questions, you want to learn more about live streaming, position to be successful. Welcome to GB3 Studios, everybody. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Now in the streets there is violence, and not a lot of work to be done. No place to hang out or wash your
Okay. What's up, y'all? Thank y'all so much. This is, let me know what y'all think. That was Mr. Don Terrell. You already know. Hey, listen, I'm gonna tell you one thing. You get a little at GB3 Studios. You give me 27 minutes, your boy gets a little bit wavy. You know what I mean? Different vibes up in GB3 Studios. This is absolutely amazing. I'm gonna hit this thing. Let me know in the chat if you enjoyed this. Do you enjoy GB3 Studios Entertainment? It's Restream, baby. It's the Restream replay. You stream, I stream. Come on, baby. We all stream for Restream. You already know. Come on now. We got the Deskrig dance cam earlier today. Yeah, I'm feeling it right now. And I understand, listen, I'm a sales professional and a sales trainer. I like to work with individuals who are wanting to accelerate their growth when it comes to sales development and sales knowledge. Anna, what's going on? Welcome to GB3 Studios. This is the Restream replay. We're just finishing up. We had Don Terrell on here. Listen, I want all the Ecamm community in GB3 Studios. We can do a Restream replay, whatever y'all need. Let me know. Send me a direct message on LinkedIn. You already know. However, for those who want to get better at selling, objections, how annoying are objections? You know, no matter what, when you try to pitch in, you wheeling and dealing, there's always something. If they're not saying yes, there's always, it's no. And why is it the no? And that's what's important when you're a sales professional, is really understanding the importance of showing up virtually professional, developing your brand. So listen, I understand. I've talked to a lot of people on LinkedIn and showed them the idea of Deskrig. This is Deskrig, ladies and gentlemen. This is virtual professionalism, and this is what we do at Deskrig. We work with individuals, no matter what your budget, we work with you, but we want you to be virtually professional. Get no more webcams, no more terrible audio. Deskrig, baby. One-stop shop for virtual professionalism. Listen, I'm your host, Garrin Bulani. This is super fun. But going back, whenever you do objection handling, they say, Garrin, I like what you're doing at Deskrig. It's cool, it's fancy, but like I got to think about it. I mean, that's cool. I know y'all let y'all think. I want you to know this stream right here. I chopped it up today. I'm doing a case study on TikTok. I'm not a social media expert, however, we can't deny the power of it. So what I'm doing is I'm implementing live streaming to create high quality content at a rapid rate. This is the problem when we come to live streaming and content creation. People think that is it quality? Is it quantity? Is it quality? Is it quantity? At Deskrig, it's both. You get quantity and quality, and I want to say that because this live stream with Don Terrell, I chopped it up. Excuse me. I chopped it up, and I ended up extracting, for me, 27 TikToks. I pre-scheduled that. So every hour on the hour, just like I said in this stream, every hour on the hour I have a TikTok playing. It's quantity and quality. That's what we do at Deskrig. So listen, you can think about it. I got to let you know, if you want to think about it, you got to understand that
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
we run that back. Y'all, hold on. I'm having fun. Let me know in the chat if you want to kick it back in GB3 Studios. I can DJ this for a little bit. We can do something like this. We can kick it. We can chill. But listen, next time they say I need to think about it, I'm going to run that back because I missed the cam. You know what I mean? I want to go nice on that one. Say it with me in the chat. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I need to think about it. Hey, Mr. and Mrs. Customer, I completely understand that you need to think about it. However, I want you to know, when you understand that Deskrig is the right solution for you and you're ready to become virtually professional, all you need to remember is one name. And that name is Garrin. But I want you to know, if you need to think about it, I got to let y'all know. Hang on.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Come on, GB3 Studios. We do it. Make it up to top. I'm going to do it my way. It might not be the
imaginary players aiming coach right.
But it's a way.
Master recipes under stove lights.
Deskrig, baby.
On this jersey is the
Thank you for watching
price.
the Restream
You
replay.
order
I'm your
Diet
host, Garrin
Coke, that's a
Bulani.
joke, right? Everybody get it off the boat, right? But only I can
Y'all
really
ready?
have
No,
a
let's
snow
have some fun
fight.
tonight, y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Detroit
Thank you
nigga
for
challenge,
tuning
what's your dope like? If your bin's bigger,
Y'all
step
already
it
know.
up,
This
ghost like.
is Gin, Black
Missy
Fox
was our
Gin,
only
baby.
misdemeanor. My tunnel vision's better under stove
Stop like
lights.
this, my favorite.
You order Diet Coke, that's a joke, right? My workers compensated so they don't strike.
Let's have
Wish
some
me
fun, y'all.
luck, see green like Don Bishop. The ones you trust don't change like them chains you tuck. Far as I'm concerned, who's the best? Me and Jesus. Washed and dried, so give me all of mine in pesos. Add it up.
Legal up
Your
in
bitches
Canada,
in
you
them
already
pictures,
know.
but they laser
Listen,
tagging us.
this is Club
They mad at
GB3.
us. Who wouldn't be? We
I got you
became
covered,
everything
baby.
you
I
couldn't
got you
be.
covered. Come on.
Everything your mama said you shouldn't be. The Porsche's
there you
horse
go.
is revving like, look at
Come
me.
into GB3
Saddle
Studios. I
up.
got you. Come on in. Come on in.
I'm
Have a
still
seat, y'all.
pitching, baby, batter up.
Let's chill, y'all. I appreciate y'all.
Imaginary players aiming
Restream
coach
replay.
right.
Micro
Master
Studio.
recipes under stove lights. The number
Time
on
to
this
go grab your
jersey is
Micro
the
Studio,
quote
baby.
price. You order Diet
Thank you
Coke,
so much
that's
for
a
tuning
joke,
in.
right? All you
See y'all
niggas
next
get
time.
it off the boat, right? But only I can really have a snow fight. Detroit nigga challenge, what's your dope like? If your bin's bigger, step it up to ghost life. The flow's untouched, the drums is tough. Drive coloring in when roads get rough. Snow's a must, the nose adjust. Young G's like we Hove and Puff. Best jewelries and hoes we lust. Chanel trinkets, same hoes will blush. Crush hearts like pretty boys. And we driving pretty toys. Extendos will make plenty noise. Crescendo, make your car endo. Pierce your car window. Missy was our only misdemeanor. Nike box hold 100 out with no insoles. The crack era was such a black era. How many still standing reflecting in that mirror? Lucky imaginary players aiming coach right. Master recipes under stove lights. The number on this jersey is the quote price. You order Diet Coke, that's a joke, right? All you niggas get it off the boat, right? But only I can really have a snow fight. Detroit nigga challenge, what's your dope like? If your bin's bigger, step it up to ghost life.
Deskrig TV, baby. If you want more of this, you want more Club Studio GB3, put it in the comments. My good friend Andy Casella, all he does when he does his podcast is tell a friend. That's it, baby. Listen, we got the. I'm gonna kick it in the club for a little bit. Feel free to chill, hang out with me. You already know. Come and go. All you got to do is please tell a friend about your good friend Garrin Bulani and how we doing it different at Deskrig. A live streamer. You already know. Let's get it. Welcome to Micro Studio GB3. Come on.
I can make your bed right.
can make your she got that good. She Michael Jackson bad. I'm attracted to her for her attractive hair. And now we murderers because we kill time. I knock her lights out and she still shine. I hate to see her go, but I love to watch her leave. But I keep her running back and forth. Soccer team, cold as a winter's day, hot as a summer's eve. Young money thieves, steal your love and leave.
I like the way you walking if you walking my way. I'm that Red Bull, now let's fly away. Let's buy a place with all kind of space. I let you be the judge, and I'm the case. I'm gutter, I put her under. I see me with her, no Stevie Wonder. She don't even wonder, cause she knows she bad. And I got a grocery bag.
Ooh, baby, I be stuck to you like glue. Baby, wanna spend it all on you. Baby, my room is the G-spot. Call me Mr. Flintstone. I can make your bed rock. I can make your bed rock. I can make your bed rock, girl. I can make your bed rock. I can make your bed rock.
Okay, I get it. Let me think. I guess it's my turn. Maybe it's time to put this on your sideburns. He say I'm bad. He probably right. He pressing me like button downs on a Friday night. I'm so pretty, like be on my pedal bike, be on my low starch, be on my egg whites. He say, Nikki, don't stop. You the bestest, and I just be coming off the top as bestest.
I love your sushi roll, hotter than wasabi. I race for your love, shake and bake, Ricky Bobby. I'm at the W, but I can't meet you in the lobby. Girl, I gotta watch my bag, cause I'm not just anybody. I seen him stand in line, just to get beside her. I let her see the Aston, and let the rest surprise her. That's when we disappear, and you need GPS to find her. Oh, that was your girl? I thought I recognized her. Ooh, baby, I be stuck to you like glue. Baby, wanna spend it all on you. Baby, my room is the G-spot. Call me Mr. Flintstone. I can make your bed rock. I can make your bed rock.
Hey, yeah. GB3 and Juno, you already know. Yeah.
She like tanning, I like standing. She like romancing, I like rolling with friends. She said I'm caged in, I think her conscience is. She watching that oxygen, I'm watching ESPN. But when that show ends, she all on my skin. Lotion, slow emotions, roller coaster like back, forth, hold it. She pose like it's for posters, and I poke like I'm supposed to. Take this photo if you for me. She said, don't you ever show this. I'm too loyal and too focused to be losing and be hopeless. When I spoke this, she rejoiced it. Said your words give me open, so I closed it. Where your clothes is, I'm only loving for the moment.
She ain't got a man, but she's not alone. Miss Independent, yeah, she got her own. Hey, gorgeous, I mean flawless. Well, that's what you are. How I see it is how I call it. Yeah, look at how she walk. She know she bad. Do your thing, baby. I ain't even mad, and I ain't leaving fast. I'ma stay a while. Hold your head, Chris. I'ma take a job.
Ooh, baby, I be stuck to you like glue. Baby, wanna spend it all on you. Baby, my room is the G-spot. Call me Mr. Flintstone. I can make your bed rock. I can make your bed rock. I can make your bed rock, girl. I can make your bed rock. Baby, I be stuck to you like glue. Baby, wanna spend it all on you. Baby, my room is the G-spot. Call me Mr. Flintstone. I can make your bed rock. I can make your bed rock.
Thank y'all so much. The after party, GB3 and Young Money. Y'all already know. Out of mouth. I appreciate y'all, but you know what I mean? Your boy gotta go host another show at the real thing.
So
all right,
you need a
appreciate
video.
y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning out. A lot of fun. Peace.